Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Okay, let me just start off by saying episode 5 of Miss Marvel, I believe it's called Again. Here we go again, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure of the actual title or whatnot. I think it's called Again. It goes again or something along that line. But one thing I do like about this episode is the fact that in the opening credits, when we see the Marvel logo go from red to like black and white, like news type of stuff, like they did back in the day, of like when back in like the 1940s era, which is freaking awesome, and we gotta appreciate that era of cinema, history, and culture, because without that era of pop culture, we would not have the movies and TV shows that we have now. Yeah, we would still have movies and TV and stuff like that now, but in different ways, you know. And what I also appreciate is the history of Pakistan's history and the heritage that the Pakistanians have, you know. And I bet it's not easy. It wasn't easy back in the 1940s because there was a lot of crazy shit going on in the 1940s. You had war propaganda. You had the Nazis being total D-bags. And you had Captain America. And also, it is nice to see what also was going around when Captain America was doing his war campaign against for people that wanted to sign up. And let me tell you, things were kind of crazy in the 1940s with everything. Hollywood was crazy in the 1940s. Everyday life was crazy in the 1940s. I don't really know because I wasn't born in the 1940s or around in the 1940s. But all I know is we did get a lot of great films out of the 1940s. And honestly, without the 1940s and whatnot, we would not have the Captain America we have today if it wasn't for the 1930s and 40s comic book runs that was and used to be Timely Comics. But honestly, interesting episode. I'm not quite sure if next episode is the last episode or not. But man, Miss Marvel, I hope that there isn't. I hope that next episode is not the last episode, because there's a lot that needs to be solved and answered, because I'm still scratching my head around that whole that final episode, that final scene. And honestly, I as much as I like the episode, I'm not quite sure if I liked the final few minutes of it. I mean, it's a good episode, don't get me wrong. I just felt like it should have been a little bit longer, because like I wasn't quite sure how what was going on, and yeah, I'm just not too sure. And I'm not thrilled about that final scene in episode 5, which is fine. The rest of the episode is great, because we get to learn a lot about Kamala Khan's family and what happened in between. We got to see the time, or what was going on before, during, and after, between the events of Kamala Khan's great grandmother finding that bangle and falling in love and having Kamala Khan's grandmother. And honestly, I thought that was great. Also, another thing is, which I found great about, is we got to see what really happened with Kamala Khan's grandmother, and how she went, and how she really truly got onto that train, which it was Kamala Khan all along. And man, was that one of the things I appreciated about that. And another thing is, I'm confused on is, you know what's messed up? Being able to go back to time travel, you know what's really messed up? Time traveling and watching your great grandmother as a young lady die in your arms and give you something to give to your grandmother. That's really messed up. And man, but hey, Kamala Khan opened up a rift between space and realms, which is pretty cool. I mean, she couldn't have done it on her own, but she opened, with help, she opened a rift between space and realms and dimensions. Now we get to see what truly happens after her mother finds out. I mean, yeah, one thing I do have to say, which brought tears to me, was the sentiment that Kamala's mother gave to her. The reason why she felt like she was so hard on Kamala is because she isn't ready to let her go, which I find really sentimental and sweet. And honestly, I kind of see it, because Kamala is the baby of the family, and I would imagine it is pretty hard to let your youngest go. I mean, I can't speak on behalf of parents because I'm not a parent just yet, or at all yet. Hopefully I would be. Hopefully I will be. I just haven't found that one yet. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I can only cross my fingers with this hand. I can't do it with this hand because, look. Yeah. Anyways. But no, it was a sweet moment. And honestly, I liked that moment. But yeah, anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.